Hey folks, apologize for the video quality. Still working on lighting around here, but just gonna do something a little bit different. Wearing my leather jacket with the black hood. I'm a bit of a Night's Watch fan as far as Game of Thrones is concerned, and just a Game of Thrones fan in general. So I want to do a quick comparison between episodes one and two. I'm actually glad that I waited until episode two was out because I was really gonna do a review of episode one for season six, but I was so I guess they bent out of shape about what they did with Dorne that I felt that I'd just be too angry and such to really make much sense. And I'm actually glad that I waited till episode two because for one thing, I've calmed down mostly because there haven't been any Dorne scenes, but also because I think I'm seeing like a general like theme with season six is the season of the bastards. You have, I think I had to say that this kind of realization hit me when I saw the scene with Ramsay and Roose because you have Ramsay rising up against Roose and killing him, killing his trueborn son and his wife, and becoming Lord Bolton. You have Jon Snow finally being brought back to life, and you have down in Dorne, you have Alaria Sand and the Sand Snakes rising up and killing Doran and Tristan or Tristane Martell, and it just if you put in the bigger context of the whole series, I mean it uh, it makes sense in that and from that angle. I mean, because if I was so obsessed about Doran, I probably will do a video later. I would just say that there's always Orientalist tropes, which disappoints me because if you read about Doran in the books, not only is there the Dornish master plan, but the characters are fleshed out and multi-layered, and it's like George R. R. He writes based off of history in many ways, and writes based off what he knows, which is essentially what every writer does. But he took so many of these tropes that you find in fantasy literature and he turned them on their ear, which is what makes Game of Thrones so refreshing and so real and visceral and really appealing to so many people because it's not just the same old story, of good versus evil, and good always wins and evil always loses, and etc. 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 And you find in fantasy literature that there's some of these Orientalist tropes where the only time a person wearing a turban or with darker skin shows up in the story, they're typically like the evil person who has nothing but you know destructive motives and so on. I mean, you can read The Last Battle by C.S. Lewis, for example, or you can see the Haradrim in Lord of the Rings, and George R. R. As much as he's a fan of those authors, especially Tolkien, he doesn't he doesn't just copycat them, And so I'm not sure if D&D understood that, or like I said, it's part of this whole general theme of the season of the bastards rising up, and I mean, obviously myself and many of the people are just wanting to see Jon Snow or Stark Targaryen or Targaryen or John Stark, whichever name he decides to go with. Well, now that he's been resurrected, see him take on Ramsay leading an army of members of the Night's Watch and the Wildlings and any northern houses that still support the Starks, leading them in battles, battle of the bastards and defeating him. So I had to say that episode two is far better done and more fleshed out, and it definitely gave a bigger picture to, I guess, perhaps what D&D are plan for the series and have gone with for the series. So as far as the season is concerned, so definitely like episode two better than episode one, and yeah, didn't seem to me as much for shock value as it was with episode one. So I mean, Roose being killed by Ramsay, there's shock value there, but that was something that I guess we kind of wanted to have as opposed to just seeing, oh, hey, another good character gets killed or molested or whatever. So that's definitely a positive as far as I'm concerned. So at this point, I think I'm going to finish up and go see episode three and see if things keep going in the right direction as far as I'm concerned. So, anyways, talk to you later. Thanks for watching my video. Like, comment, subscribe, and thanks.